Hi everyone, happy September. I'm a little bit behind doing my August favourites. So I really have loved the MAC, from the MAC Prep and Prime range, the Skin Revive So treatment. Just a little tube you've probably seen before. So it's about 15 mils worth of product, but I only use the tiniest amount, and I use this around my T-zone, obviously under my makeup. It seems to work a lot better than a lot of my other primers around this particular area, which I do get fairly oily in. Keeps my makeup on, it keeps a nice matte finish, and it does seem to also fill in my pores, which I haven't found many products to do that, which is particularly around these areas. Unfortunately, I have the enlarged pores. But of course, the effect only lasts as long as you've got the product on. But another product I've been loving on my face is the Ego Sunsense Anti-Aging Face Matte SPF 30 Plus Invisible Tint. So obviously it's just a moisturizer slash sunscreen for the face, and this one's an invisible tint. Some of you may remember I've mentioned this one before, which is the Sunsense as well, a Daily Face SPF 30 Invisible Tint. The main difference with this one, I mean, it does seem to promote anti-aging. I don't really go so much or believe so much in the anti-aging, rather than keep, I suppose, preventative, keeping your skin moisturized, etc. These are both oil-free, which is what I love as well. But this one does have the added vitamins E and B, which I find really well, especially if you've got sort of dry skin, which I have actually around sort of my cheek areas. But I have oily to combination skin, so actually I've been loving this one. I mean, this has more of a pinky undertone to the finish, and this one has a yellowy sort of undertone. But again, on my skin type, and like it says, an invisible tint, and once you sort of rub it into your skin, you can't actually see the colours. I will be going more into detail in these ones, the tinted sort of sunscreens or moisturisers, as well as those that are non-tinted, just your standard oil-free moisturisers. I got a great request to do sort of my sunscreens, all-free sunscreens, especially now that it's coming up to summer. It's spring at the moment in Australia. I thought that was such a great idea, so I will be doing all of sort of my favourite ones I've actually used, and ones that I know that work at least for myself, or at least for my skin type, and I'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks, so, and I'll be mentioning those as well. Now another sort of skin product, this is a hand cream which I really love, and I'd like to thank Sabine for sort of sending me the link. This is from the Body Shop. It's the Soft Hands Kind Heart Hand Cream. Now probably most of you have seen this in the sort of Body Shop. This is actually a really good product. I mean, it is a hand cream. You get 75 mils. It has the Angela extract and community trade organic olive oil, which is good to support the community trade sort of products. But the really great thing about this, and the lady at Body Shop told me that all of the Body Shops at the moment are getting behind this product, and all of the funds, so they're not getting any profit from this, but all of the funds from the sales of these products are actually going to Childwise, which I believe is part of the Cambodia, what is it, grassroots project, basically to stop or promote to stop child sex trafficking. So I mean, it's an absolutely awful thing. So, but that's a really great cause. So that's all of the profits. Now in Australia dollars, this was $13.95. So that all goes to that cause. So each and every cent from this raise. But it's a great smell as well. You can also go into the Body Shop and just sign up to the campaign. So they're taking signatures of people. You can just sign up for that and put your email down if you don't want to purchase it, but at least put your name down to support the cause. Really great product. Another one which I will be doing a blog on, and this is the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. That's a full-size one there, but I got the sample size, a little satchel, when I went out with the J Girl, and it's been, gosh, it must be over a month now. And from the Kiehl's counter, we got the sample, and it's about 5 mils, but I empty the satchel out because it goes dry in those ones, and I want to get every single drop of product, and I just put it in this little sterile pot. And the 5 mils is actually lasting me a long time. Basically dab just a little tiniest amount under my eye area. And what I really find it well for is keeping that under eye area sort of hydrated during the day, because I do use concealers and correctors under that eye area for the under eye circles. And I find this actually keeps it really moisturised during the day. And it helps the sort of product sort of glide over anyway, so nice and easy. But I just didn't want to pay the 52 to 54 Australian dollars for that product, which is about, I don't know, 48 US dollars, which is an extreme amount of money. For such a small amount of product, I think it's about 14-15 mils, the full size, but I picked this one up from ACW all cosmetics wholesale for $19 US. Another eye product is the MP Set Eye Primer, which I mentioned a few weeks ago in a haul. Now I got this on special for about $12. I was keen to try it because I haven't tried many of NP Napoleon Perdis products for the face, and this has a trio of oils: jojoba, rosehip, and sunflower. Now, it was interesting. I mean, I love my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I love my ID Bare Minerals. I quite like the e.l.f. Primer, but at least they seem to sort of keep my eyelids sort of matte during the day and help the eyeshadows from creasing and help the colours stand out. I did find when I actually wore this, I tried all my different products, all the different cream, just powdered eyeshadows, pressed shadows, loose shadows, mineral eyeshadows, and I found that didn't really help it to sort of stick it to my eye. I didn't find that it helped the colours pop, and I didn't find that it stopped it from creasing. So it's sort of like when I wasn't wearing any sort of primers, I got the same effect as wearing this, unfortunately. It is very moisturizing, it's very, very soft on the eyelids, a beautiful creamy sort of formula to it. But I think it is the trio of oils that it has in it that sort of stop that. I mean, it does sort of promote that it keeps your sort of eyelid area sort of, I suppose, moisturised during the day, etc. But I think because my eyelids are fairly oily, they're quite oily, that just sort of didn't help having the trio of oils in there. But what saved this product from going into my, so I suppose, a reject sort of product for the month is the fact that I tried it under my MAC paint pots and under my NYX Jumbo pencils. So I normally, or my Stila smudge pots, I normally wear those and don't necessarily have to have an eye primer on. It just depends how long I want them to stay on. But I found that they can get a little bit dry, especially the paint pots. But putting this under it, I did find that it actually did keep them moisturised, and it did help them stay on a little bit longer than they normally do. But it just didn't really work for when I was wearing just my eyeshadows. But still good for under the paint pots or the NYX Jumbo pencils, at least for me. Another sort of eye product I've been loving is the Sportsgirl All Nighter Fighter Under Eye Brightener. This is about 3 ml worth of product. Another twist up sort of pencil there. Now I do love illuminator, concealer, and eye brightener sort of pens. So I love the Bourjois one, the YSL one, which I can't even pronounce, and the Estee Lauder illuminator. Now this one's probably about a third to a quarter of the price of those products. I got this for about, I think about $7 in Sportsgirl, because I believe this particular one is either discontinued or an old product, I'm not sure. But I've been really using it over the month of August. But I think full price it was originally $12 or $13 or so dollars. But I actually really like it. It's not a sparkly sort of illuminator one. It's just a, I suppose, like a very paley pinky consistency. But it's quite nice, I found, around my eye area, just sort of brighten it up, and also highlighting my brow bone. So I love that. We're not sure though if you can still pick that up from Sportsgirl for those of you in Australia. Another product is, oh, actually this one which I picked up probably about halfway through August, but I've loved it. I've been using it every single day since I've gotten it. It's the Sigma Tapered Face F25 brush. I actually picked this up from ACW, so not from Sigma. But I've loved this so much for sort of contouring, even trying to do a little bit of highlight. But it's really soft and silky for contouring. But I am loving that. And speaking of brushes, I picked up this Brush with Success Conditioning Brush Cleaner. I'm using this in August, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I've been using my Artiste, it's the Manicure brush cleaner, which is about $14 in Australia, as well as the Cosmetica one, which is all by the same company anyway. By Manicure brush cleanser, just a spray as well. But that's just basically alcohol and fragrance. Now this one apparently has conditioning products in it. I mean, I might do a review if anyone wants me to, but I really do love the smell, and this is a little bit, I suppose, kinder on the senses than the Artiste one or the Cosmetica one. It's like basically the same product. And does seem to keep my brushes nice and silky. So basically I just spot clean with this. It's just a spray, 125 mils, is it? Yep. In between obviously deep cleansing. So